Welcome back to Frosty Feet Cards, where today we are going to do another blind PSA submission reveal. If this is your first time here, welcome, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe.
Welcome back, everybody. I think it's been a couple weeks. I don't know, maybe. But anyways, I don't really do content, so you guys only really see me during reveals, or I try to still do inspection videos for you guys when I have the time, obviously. But ultimately, I'm not really a content guy, so everything's data-driven. We're going to go through some reveals. I do think, let's see what I got. I think we have like 2 submissions back, or 3. I can't remember today, but a couple from SGC, or is it PSA? Both. Either way, we'll find out anyway. But I'm going to break this up into 2 parts because I do believe one of the subs is a TCG or non-sports related, and the other is sports. I know it doesn't really mix for some of you guys, but I just want to make sure, like I said, don't take too much time anyway. But we're going to go through the cards, and once again, if you guys, if you're looking for pure entertainment as far as reveal goes, I'm not that guy. Like, if you guys just want quick flips with no explanation, just like, emotions, whether I got a good grade or a bad grade, then blame the graders, blah, blah, blah. That's just not me. I'm going to go through, as far as the data points go, my channel is really about just trying to inform everybody of what card conditions are and what you may or may not get based on it. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm still here. But anyways, I appreciate my customers, of course. Not everybody needs to pay somebody to inspect their cards. I never really pushed for it. At the same time, though, I do think it's valuable in the sense of having someone that's just unbiased, like, because you're biased towards your own cards. I don't grade a lot of my own cards because I'm biased towards my own cards, but it's so much easier to grade other people's. Anyways, we're going to go through this. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for the messages and emails on frostyfeetcards@gmail.com. If you guys are just curious about what it is I do, happy to kind of inform you. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like and subscribe if you do, and unlike and unsubscribe if you don't. We're going to turn this around. Let's take a look. All right, guys, so you know the drill. We're going to go through each card. I'm going to talk about any of the issues I can remember, and then the grade we thought it would be, and then kind of flip it over to see if we were close. If it's not your cup of tea, now's the time to turn this thing off. Don't want to bore you, but if you guys are interested in this type of reveal, then I guess I'm your guy. But anyways, let's go through this. Banger after banger. First one here is a 1/1 Michael Vick center stage. I think mosaic. This is for Benedict, my friend, over in Europe. This one has a small corner, little, I don't want to call it a crease, but a corner little kind of fold. So we thought likely is going to end up being an 8. Other than that, this card was decently clean, small surface issues, but the way the mosaic's designed is really hard to see some of these things without a scope. So we got the 8. So there we go. Next one here, we have a Michael Vick. This is also a 1/1 black select, I believe, checkerboard. This is also for Ben. And this one looked pretty clean. Small surface issues, very minimal corner issue on the backside, so likely going to be a 9 is what we thought. And we did. Got a beautiful 9. Check out that card. Nice. So 2 1/1s right there. Next we have a 4/4. This is Obsidian, also for Michael Vick. And also Michael Vick, I mean for Benedict. And this one was pretty nice. It had a couple issues centering, but also surface issues, back corner issues as well. This one also had some surface minor indents on the back. Not huge, but does take away from the card. So likely going to end up being an 8. And we got ourselves a PSA 8. So there we go. Next one here. This is a 2013 Prism Gold Michael Vick. Absolutely beautiful card from what I remember. Small surface issue, but I don't think it was enough not to give it a 10. At the same time, it's going to fall between that 9-10. Other than that, this card looked incredible. And it still looks incredible with a Gem Mint 10 allotted to it. So congratulations. Next one here we have is a 1/1. This is for Stod, and this is a 2013 Select football. This is for Adrian Peterson, Marshall Falk. This is a beautiful card. 2013 Select is also one of the nicest sets I've seen in terms of just condition goes. Almost every card Stod sends me has an opportunity at a 10 if it's not surface related, and this one is no different. So I thought this one very likely a PSA 10. And we got a nice PSA 10 here, so congratulations. Pop control. Anyways, next one here, we got something from SGC. They cannot grade, refund. This is for Tony. So this, they did grade this at CSG, but I thought SGC you mentioned did grade this. I guess not. So we'll try it again somewhere else. Next one's a Erling Haaland. This is Kevin's. I think it was a drunk purchase from Whatnot, but he bought this one. SGC doesn't grade it. We're going to send these to PSA once again. Nothing we sent to SGC is because we thought Well, everything we sent to SGC is because there was no chance at a PSA 10 based on the issues we found, but SGC has traditionally been a better option based on, dependent on what the issues are, so I don't think this is going to be different. Most of the cards here, we're hoping for 9 or higher. Some, we were just hoping for the best grade possible. We'll talk about them as we go. First one, this is my man. All right, we've been waiting for this Jordan. Titanium. I know this one came raw. Print defects on the foil. Also, surface scratches on the acetate as incredibly common. But otherwise, it was pretty clean. I was thinking it was likely going to end up between an 8 and a 9. Hopefully, we get the latter of the two, but we'll see. Ooh, we got an 8.5, so right between. Beautiful. Look at that. Sick. Love these. All right, next one, Gallery of Heroes. This is for Kevin. Super clean card. Small surface issues as far as that goes on this one. Acetate always has a little bit of something, but that's really just under microscopic view. So realistically, I thought this was going to be a good shot at a SGC 9.5 or higher. And we got SGC 10, so congrats, Kevin. Home Run Royalty, also for Kevin. It's the finest card. Deep scratch from what I remember on the front side. Other than that, it was super clean. So PSA would nail that scratch pretty easily. SGC generally a little bit friendlier on some of those things. So hoping for a 9.5 or higher. Got a 10 on this one. So congrats there. Next one is a Pete Sampras. This is also for Kevin. This one had a corner issue that was a little bit more interesting. You probably can't see it too much over here, but there's the little transparent peel that's flipping up. It always concerns me as far as that goes. Outside of that, some light scratches on the front side. So once again, hoping for a 9.5 or higher for you. We got the 9.5. Congrats. Next one is a Kobe Bryant. This is a artist proof card, 2 of 25. Also for Kevin, wonderful card. 3 corners have issues on the backside. The surface has a little bit of chipping on the foil itself, likely between an 8.9 based on SGC as far as understanding their data goes. And we got the 8.5, so in between the 8.9. So I do like the half grades because it makes sense. Next one's Kel Elware. This is for my brother, Bookend 2525, Green Hyper, I believe, or Green Pulsar. This one has a corner issue you can see clearly, bottom right. Slightly peeled up on that. It's not the white, it's just a transparent peel. It's very common on Prism cards, especially on football, but this one's no different. So likely a 9, but we were hoping for a 9 or better. And we got a 9 there. So there you go, Cedric. Cool. Next one here is a Nikola Jokic. This is an Arena Club, I believe. 8.5 from Kevin. Autograph card. Looked okay. I thought it was likely between that 8.9. I think this one's closer to 9. It was really just corner issues on this one. Light vertical print line you can see on the front. Very faint, but there. So hoping to get a 9 out of this. There you go, Kevin. Got the 9. Congrats. Evan Carter. Oh yeah, I remember this one. So this is like a lava something. I don't remember what it's called. It was super low numbered. We were going to send this off to... Actually, we were not going to send this off to PSA at all. It had no business being actually graded, to be honest with you. But we did see, mainly because of the peels. So the transparent peel on the backside is usually not very good. Some light surface wear as well. This one does have the lava design, so it's harder to see some of the surface issues. Back corners, though, are just not my favorite. Realistically speaking, SGC 9 or better is what we were hoping for. And we got the 9.5, so congratulations there. 5 of 8. Congrats. Also for Kevin, next one here, Troy Polamalu Flawless. So thicker card doesn't mean it's harder to grade, it just means there's more issues typically, just because there's more surface area in terms of edges, the thickness of stuff. So things can get chipped a lot easier. So overall, this card looked like any other Flawless card. Paper loss on corners here and there. So realistically, 9 or better, but we were really trying to just get the auto graded. So we got the 9 with the 10 auto. So congrats, Kevin. Next one is another 1 of 1, I believe. This is for Stod. Marcus Mariota. I believe this is like a dual patch. Can't remember off the top of my head, but a very nice card. Super clean, especially for a Flawless card. Very small issues on the back as far as corner goes, but outside of that was clean. So hoping for a 9 or better. And we got a 9.5 on a wonderful NFL shield and a Nike logo. So congrats there. Next one's for Kevin, Caleb Williams, Optic. So this is a silver. This one didn't look very good, to be honest with you. Likely a PSA 8, but we thought we'd send it to SGC. Maybe even get a 9 out of it. It's only $15 to grade, but you can see the edge wear right here. It's kind of slightly dented in. And a lot of this is also for data for Kevin too, but realistically speaking, I was thinking it was going to likely land as a 9 because that's really the only issue on it. And we did. We get a 9. Congrats there. Next one is a Marvel's Christian McCaffrey. This is for Kevin. I told him not to send these because you're not going to get anything higher than 9. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but as far as for clearly Donruss goes, or even downtown in general, not the clearly, but downtown Donruss goes, there's like cloudiness on the cards, especially on the corners for Marvels and downtown clearly. But even on the Donruss, not clearly, but the regular Donruss downtowns, you'll see the 2 shades of silver or gray on the card. So that's something to be concerned about. So realistically speaking, this shouldn't grade anything higher than a 9, but he wanted to try anyway. And we got the 9, so there we go. Not bad, at least this is what we thought. Same with the Kurt Warner here. This is a downtown. You can clearly see the cloudiness on each corner and even a little bit on the surface too. And that's just how they were made this year. They're not handprints. They're nothing you can actually just wipe off, but likely a 9 at best. You got the 9. Next one here is In Motion Dwayne Both 2013, 8 of 10. This is also for Stod. This is probably the ugliest 2013 in terms of condition I've ever seen from this set. Usually they are crisp, but this one has 3 bad corners, 2 print defects on the backside mark. So likely an 8, maybe a little bit better, but I don't see it being anything beyond that. And we got an 8.5, so I guess it's that slightly better. Next one here, this is for Albert. Cherry Blossom, Charles Barkley, 5 of 20. Beautiful card. The only problem is that bottom right corner of the peel. Once again, slightly coming up. Very common issue as far as that goes. So SGC is going to be your best option, we thought. Hopefully a 9.5 or better on this. There's nothing else wrong with this card. We got the 9.5, so congratulations there. And last but not least, we have a Caitlin Clark Silver. This was actually a PSA 9. This is for Kevin. And we wanted to send it to SGC just because we know that there's money to be made if it does get SGC 10. Some of you guys I know don't believe in that, but at the same time, you know, there's a lot of cards like this. So PSA 9s I know sell for around raw, which is roughly I think like $200 or so. SGC 10s typically for the same card sells for over $1,000. So the odds are pretty good just because the cards are generally very clean. If you guys are familiar with WNBA Prism this year, there's a lot of print defects. I call them little raindrop print defects on the front. Lots of micro lines, very, very little. They look like little scrapes, and they're basically on probably 80% of all the WNBA Prism cards I've seen. So we've done this before. We did well, and we wanted to try it again. This is what really the data is for. So PSA 9, hopefully we get an SGC 10 out of this, and then Kevin's going to make up a ton of money. And there you have it, guys. So, you know, it's one of the examples. There's a lot more cards. Obviously, I don't share that stuff just because, you know, it's one of those things that you got to do your due diligence. But there's a lot of them out there, so take a look. Anyways, congratulations, everybody. This one actually was phenomenal. Sorry for the 2 that they wouldn't grade, but lots of awesome cards on this one. Definitely lived vicariously through you guys. Lots of 101s. Sick. Look at me. These are beautiful cards. Got ourselves a nice gold prism for Ben. Nice gold select, or black select, I should say. AP and Marshall Falk. So just a bunch of sick cards left and right. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for this. I always appreciate you guys just being like crazy enough to utilize my services. At the same time, though, you know what? I'm super happy just because I get to do this without spending my own money. I get to experience all these cool cards coming through my way. So I cannot thank you guys enough. Once again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at frostyfeetcards@gmail.com, and I will catch you again on the next reveal.
Gold prism cars shining like the sun on the bay. Tom Brady's legendary, ain't no dirt in the play. Rare refractor Calvin stacking to the sky. Wendy blue velocity, watch those imperfections fly. We got the bass thumping, it's a vibe.